video, I'm going to be showing you how to write a check. And I know, like, a lot of you probably don't write checks yet, or this and that, but it's something you're going to need to know how to do when you're older. And then also, along with writing a check, I'm going to show you how to write a deposit slip to deposit a check if someone ever gives you one.
Alrighty, so your check should look like this, and the bottom part should have like your account number on it. I just folded it down so my account number isn't out there. But here's what a basic check looks like, and this is very simple and pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go ahead and show you real quick. So obviously the date, you're gonna write the date on there. Today is March 2nd. So you'll write the date. Then the next part says pay to the order of, and that's when you're gonna write who the check is for. Alrighty, so I just made this one to my dad just because. Then the next part is you're gonna write how much money you're going to give the person or company or whoever you're writing the check to. So what you do is you write the number in this box, and then you're going to physically write out the number. So if it's like $100.50, you would write 150 out of 100 and then a line. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. But when you're writing it also, you want to make sure you write it closest to the box as possible so that if someone else gets a hold of the check, they can't like write in another 0 or another 1 and like make it bigger than it actually is. So we'll go ahead and make this check here for $100.50. So we have it written on the box there, $100.50. Then you're going to write it out on the next one. Alrighty. So you see we wrote out where it goes in the box, and then you write out the amount on the line just so the banker, anyone can know if they can't read one or the other, they have what it says it should be there. So, and if it does not fill up the whole line, you just mark it out like it is here. You just make a line to finish it so that way nothing can be, like no words can be added or anything. And the cents also, so you always write and then however your cent would, So like if it was 25, you do 25 out of 100 and so on. You get the idea. So now, the next part is your memo, and that is basically just telling the person or yourself, reminding you of why you're writing the check. A lot of times I don't write that. Like, you don't have to do that part, it's not mandatory, but if you want to, you can go ahead. So I'll go ahead and write one. We can just say this is for, let's just say this is for, like, I need a new headlight. So if we just write, that's what it would be for. And then to finish off your check, you're just gonna sign your name here, like so, and your check is complete. So the next thing you do when you're depositing a check, so let's say you received a check, you have to fill out a deposit slip to deposit your check in the bank. So again, it's gonna have, the date, all the usual stuff. So I'll go ahead and fill in the normal stuff here. So after you have the date and then your name, or whoever's name is on the account you're depositing in, so if you are using like your parents or something account, you would put their name and their account number. I'm just not gonna write I would write it in there, but I'm just not gonna write it in there for the sake of this video because I don't want my account number out there. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come over here, and it has marks of where to put. So if you are depositing cash, you would put however much cash you're doing here. Checks is gonna go here, and then if you have like other checks, you can put it there, and then you would subtotal. So if you have like cash and checks, whatever. Then you're also going to put, if you want to deposit it, but you don't want all of the money to go into your bank account and you want cash in return, that's where you would put the amount here of how much you want in cash. And then here is the total amount of money you put from up here. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Alrighty, so since we only had one check, we're just gonna use the one that we had here. But again, if you had multiple, you would put them in the other boxes, and then just add them up and put the total down here. And then that is basically. So when you go to the post office to deposit your check, you're gonna hand them the check with this if you're depositing money into your account, or if you're just giving someone a check, you would just write it out and then hand it to them, and you're done there. Another thing you're gonna wanna do if you write a check to give to somebody else, you're gonna wanna make sure you write it down in a checkbook. And I know a lot of banks now online have like online checkbooks basically, so you don't have to write anything, but I always write everything down in here. So like for this check, I did write like, I put void there because I'm not actually giving it to anyone, so I'm not giving anyone $100. I'm not giving $100 for anything. So I just wrote, you write the check number over here, the date, and then what it was for. So I just said it was void because I'm not writing it or anything. So when I go to write another check, I'm like, oh, where did 1021 go? Because I'm at 1022. So that is basically it on how to deposit and write a check.
All right, so that is very simple, very easy on how to write and deposit a check, because you're gonna have to know how to do that. As you get older, even if I know a lot of you probably don't write checks now, but it's good to know. So I hope you guys learned and enjoyed how to write a check. Stay tuned for the next video.